continue on that same track, all right? This is Maidenhair, and I will tell you, you might be thinking, what in the world? Never heard of it. We very rarely see it. And when I say, to me, the closest resemblance to that high blue, that robin's egg blue to Sleeping Beauty, that's what this reminds me of. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's the one that I was saying earlier. Go online, check it out. So we originally offered this at $175. And that, you know, if you could even find this turquoise anywhere, and it's one of our custom made. So $175, I said it's a birthday surprise. If we were to do this at, let's just say $129 or $119 even, I would be unheard of. No. Not even $99. So when I said a birthday surprise that you don't want to miss out on, and I thank you for the hundreds of you that went online and went ahead and saw this first time ever event price of under $90 today. It's $89.98, 5 flex pays, $18. Look, Jay, your face, I know. See, Jay does not know, and this is the best part, what some of these, you know, event prices are, and I don't even want to tell him because, you know, believe me, Jay will be like, what? So I knew this was going to be a big surprise for everyone, and tell us, Maidenhair, this color, Jay, it's still one of the most sought after colors in turquoise, correct?
Okay, you know what's insane about this? You know what is completely insane? All right, number one, this was a design I did. And
of course, yes.
Even the original price on this, there's nobody on planet Earth that could have even done that could even have access to this turquoise. I don't know of anybody else that had this rough material. This is cut I have a specimen here I can show you.
Oh, wow.
That I was showing you earlier. This is, okay, if you can imagine, look at this turquoise. This is what it looks like this is the rough stock. This good. All I've done is buff that up. I just took a leather wheel. I just cut that, took a leather wheel and buffed it. Here's what's so insane about this. If you want this in your collection, you want it from me, this is beyond, not only, the price is just ridiculous. You couldn't even do that. You couldn't even get the rough and make this. But this rough material right now, this is one of the mines that we had high hopes of, that I just put so much hope and faith into this mine going to produce and get it. This was the one and only load that we got out of this mine. They're not getting anything and haven't gotten anything in the last year. So this might be the last time ever that you even have a chance. I've got maybe 50 kilos of this turquoise left in my warehouse. So what I did with this, I went all in, and these are all cut from the large pieces of the rough, right? Those are all 3 dimensions. These are the size. You can see the size of my hand. Look at the size of this material. But look at the clarity of this material. Look how clean it is. This is the natural color, the natural hardness, everything on this. This is the kind of turquoise that every manufacturer dreams of, right? Right now, if I had this material, I could sell it for 3 times what 3 times what we're selling the finished necklace for just the turquoise alone. Just the turquoise alone. Not doing anything in the rough, not cutting it, not doing anything. And I'm talking in huge volumes and stuff if I could get it. These are the kind of things that they do, right? That I have no control over. I don't do this. I couldn't actually make it and then sell it to you at that price. I couldn't do that. So I'm just telling you, though, if you want Maidenhair, if you want something that's collectible, if you want something that you're not going to see probably ever again from me, I've got less than 100 kilos, probably more like 50 kilos. So what can I do with that? Now, it's really high-grade material because I always keep really the highest grade. In fact, that's probably why I still have it, is the fact that it was just the top material. And so when you see it, you'll see a bracelet. I'll make a bracelet. I'll maybe make some earrings, or I'll make a ring, and I'll make cabochons out of it. I sure as heck aren't going to cut it into a necklace. cut this into that necklace, I'd have to use 3.5 to 4 pounds of raw material to cut that necklace. Now, does it weigh 3.5 to 4 pounds? No, but that's how much material that I would have. When you cut this, do you see that it's all, okay, it's not perfectly like cutting a slice, you know, cutting bread or anything, right? It's all the surfaces. This is all cut from the natural rough. So when I start cutting these and I cut these freeform beads, all of this material has to be cut off, right? It all be sliced. So, but you have to start with the huge pieces of material. So you have to start with big pieces. The bigger the freeform bead, the bigger the piece of rough had to be, right?
Sure.
You can't cut a big freeform bead out of a small piece of rough. It doesn't work. So I'm just telling you, that's how much of that rough that I would have had gone through. This is how it comes to us, though. And this is a nice specimen. Not all of it is this nice, like where it's all that big like that. And then all those beads, so think about this. You have a piece of rough, then you'll take this and you'll cut this way. They would cut this way. And then the lapidarist will look and he'll have a template and he'll decide, okay, I can cut that one centerpiece here. And then maybe I'll cut these as the small beads, right? So every piece that you're seeing here, the finished product, right?
Custom.
That was all originally started out as this rough. But I'm telling you right now that, you know, like, I wish I could make turquoise necklaces and sell them at that price. That would be wonderful. But that is insanity. That's dreaming. Don't think that that's a real price. Don't think that you could ever even make that and be able to do that. You couldn't do it.
Jay, we were counting backwards that whole time when you were explaining to us about the rarity of this and the uniqueness of the fact that we can't get it anymore, but that gorgeous high blue, we know, I know. I mean, this is a special we'll never be able to repeat. I know with everyone in the ordering process right now, these are 100% gonna be spoken for, but for $18, if not for anything else, remember, you always have a 30-day money-back guarantee. This is just one of those too good to be true opportunities for you to pass up for our collectors out there. You don't see Maidenhair, you want to make sure you write that down so you know exactly where it's from. But yeah, not many pieces. In fact, we're going to take you to .com right now because there are a couple other, I think there's like 3 or 4 pieces